So we are logged into the VCF Operations homepage. So here we see a new Analyze tab under Infrastructure Operations. So here you can view and analyze logs from the VCF Operations console. So you can parse, modify, process, and analyze logs collected from various VCF components. So this is similar to the Explore Logs capability we have in the Operations for Logs appliance. The Analyze page will show all log messages in context. So you can search and filter log feeds from within VCF Operations console. You can view log-related metrics for troubleshooting. So you can click on Add Filter to search log events with specific values for a field. So the list contains all defined fields that are available out of the box, which also comes in through content packs and in custom content. So based on this, you can create your own custom queries and you have the option to save the query. So once you save the query, you can rerun the query just by selecting it from the saved query list. Now each event contains a timestamp, source, text, and fields. You can expand to view the log content. You can expand the log stream to see the log content. The event types tab provides an aggregated view of the events for the given time range of the query. So here similar events are grouped together with each group showing the approximate number of events in the group. And then we have the event trends that can be used to analyze log events for trends and anomalies. Now let us look at so you can identify increasing where we want to and identify all the event types in the data center troubleshoot that were recently powered on or powered off. So we'll use the add filter field and pick an already defined field for the vCenter. And we'll set the time interval for current month. So the search result will now show all log events for power operations. Let us group it further with same vCenter field to view the VM names. So this will list or this will group it with same vCenter fields to view the VM names. We can apply additional filters to show only VMs whose hostname starts with a specific character. So in this case, we'll select hostname with ops, apply. And now we have refined the search, so it shows only the VMs having ops in the hostname. And we can click on any chart bar to view the specific VM details. Now, as we expand the event log, we will see the detailed log event like the VM name, power state, and user who performed the operation. And you can see similar data by getting into log stream as well and expanding the event log. Now let us look at the second scenario. So here we have an Oracle database application running in the data center. So you want to track client connection request, network usage statistics, and service registration events. So for this, we are going to use the Oracle listener log file, and we have the login side agents and the Oracle management packs configured. So under the filter, you see a new Oracle defined fields that are now available here through the Oracle content pack. So here we'll select the listener field and add another scenario to look for product containing aura underscore DP, and we'll set the time window to last 24 hours. So here we'll see all the Oracle listener events. You can expand a log stream to view the details. So here we can see Oracle DB, VM name, the listener, log path, command status, and other VMware inventory properties. So now let us go and save the query. And let's give it a name. Now we'll use the compare log feature. So while troubleshooting, you might have to analyze logs from multiple systems and compare the logs. So you can also compare logs that are based on the same query criteria, but ingested at different times. So here we want to find out how many Oracle client requests we are seeing for this week compared to last week. So we have clicked on the compare. We'll select the Oracle query that we just saved and select today's date. So now let's click to add one more query, and we'll use the same query that we saved, and we'll change the date to last week and change the duration to 35 minutes and compare. So here we see the listener events for the last week compared to this week. So you can see the number of events over a period of time. We can expand this log stream further to view the log messages across different timestamp. So this is how we can use the new compare feature to analyze logs across different timestamps for troubleshooting scenarios. Now let us look at the metrics search. So you can create a simple search query for metrics, or you can build a more complex query using different conditions to find all types of entities within VCF operations. So additionally, VCF operations provides suggestions to build the search queries, which include recent searches that match the typed text in the global search bar. Let us run a simple query to see the CPU usage of all virtual machines in the data center. So this will show the CPU usage of all virtual machines in the data center. Now let's expand the query further by adding a condition of checking for VMs whose CPU and memory usage is greater than 15%. So here we see all the VMs with its CPU usage and memory usage greater than 15%. We can expand the query further by looking for all VMs which are part of a workload domain. So here we pass in the workload vCenter hostname and submit. So now we are seeing all the VMs whose CPU usage and memory usage is greater than 15% and are part of the workload vCenter. So we will select one of the VM where we see the CPU usage is around 80 to 90%. So we'll launch the troubleshooting workbench, investigate the issue further. So here you can see a single correlated view with potential evidences based on events like the dynamic thresholds being breached. Then you have the property changes related to important configuration changes that happened and anomaly metrics with drastic up-down changes within the metrics. So this can help identify root cause of the problem. We can also increase the scope further. For instance, just looking at the VM, we can look at the related entities like the application VMs, the host, the cluster, and the network. Then you can view all active alerts as well as metrics, and we can use the metric picker to investigate the issue further. In this case, we will select CPU usage and workload, and then we can use the metric correlation tab to identify metrics that exhibit similar patterns, either positive or negative within that time range. So self metrics shows correlated metrics for same object. So here you can see other metrics that spiked during the same time range window. And then we have the analyze flows. So analyze flows provides visibility into top traffic contributors, identifies abnormal flows, and enables custom analysis to troubleshoot network performance issues faster. So here we'll select scope as all flows and change duration to 30 days and click analyze. So here we see the top talkers view within analyze flows, which allows you to easily view the top talking entities in your network, like the VMs, the services, or devices generating the most traffic. So you can view by the flow volume, which indicates the traffic volume. You can check by flow rate, which indicates the rate of traffic, by session count, which indicates the number of sessions, and by flow count, indicating the number of flows. So here we'll select the first entity, which will show the top flow volume, and we can see the source VM, the destination VM, and the port. We can expand further to see the total traffic and traffic rate and other details like the flow type, the east-west traffic flow or the north-south traffic flows, the source IP, destination IP, the traffic type, the protocol, and other vCenter inventory properties like where the VM resides, which vCenter, host cluster, etc. So similarly, we can look at another entity with the flow volume count. So as we expand further, you can see similar network data as well. So you can also look at the elephant flows, those which are like large, long-lived flows. Here you can see chart showing the total traffic versus the sessions. As we click on an entity, it will show more details like the total traffic rate, and other details. Similarly, we can use the custom analysis to identify any outliers that might be impacting the network performance. So we see chart grouped by source bytes versus destination bytes. So by drilling into a specific flow, you can see detailed statistics and quickly pinpoint areas requiring attention. So this gives a much clearer understanding of traffic behavior and performance anomalies in real time, thus helping in troubleshooting use cases. So this should give you a high-level understanding of the new analyze feature within VCF Operations 9 and how it can be used in the day-to-day troubleshooting scenarios.